Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps, what's going on you sexy bitches? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, you must bow down and acknowledge me. It is I, Peter Joseph here, for a Sunday afternoon video, right here, on the official Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching, make sure you like the video, and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels, which are down below in the description box, otherwise known as hell. So, subscribe to them now, leave a comment on the video if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to, then do it. But don't leave stupid comments, because you'll get blocked and sent to the shadow realm where Satan will eat your soul. So don't be a dick and do that, because if you want to be a dick, then do it on your dead channel. Okay? Because you're going to get treated like such. If you're going to act like that, you're going to get treated like a bitch, and then you're going to get kicked out. So, don't do it. And if you get pissy about it, well, too bad. Go cry to your mama, bitch. And then go to your dead channel where nobody cares about you. And, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, be respectful of my channels and my rules, and you don't have to worry about that shit. And that's that. So, like the video, subscribe to my channels, leave a comment on any one of my videos from the past, the present, and the future coming in, and follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to hit that bell for more, so you don't miss anything. And if you do, well, you're SOL, and you know what that means, and if you don't know what it means, look it up, asshole. And that's pretty much it. And also, if you are here for the first time, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, you relax, grab that cold one on this Sunday afternoon, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You know, go fuck yourself and do something else. Go watch somebody else. I could care less. And that's that. And thank you for your support. We move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this cloudy, a little bit warmer than yesterday, about 41, 42 degrees today. So it's going to be pretty damn warm for the next couple of days. Might actually hit a 50, but we'll see what happens with that. And then might get some snow and rain by the weekend. Ugh. As we start February next weekend, we got that hedgehog coming out of its hole next Sunday to see if we get 6 more weeks of winter, or we get an early spring, and hopefully for us here in the Northeast, we get an early spring. But we shall see, and if we get 6 more weeks of winter, we know what to do with that hedgehog. BAM! Shoot it right between the eyes. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get letters now. I don't give a shit. But, because I want early spring, I hate winter, I want early spring. I want some 70, 80 degree weather here in the Northeast right now. No more, none of this garbage snow. No more. My back can't take enough of it. Because I have to do all the heavy lifting, if you know what I mean. But I digress on that. I digress. But wherever you may be, I hope you're having a great Sunday. Hopefully it's warm, it's not wet. Unless you're somewhere else where it is raining, well, be safe, be well, and do whatever you're going to do on your Sunday. We got the NFC and AFC title games today. We got the Commanders and the Eagles in the first game, and tonight on, I believe, on NBC or Fox or whatever it is. Who cares? We got the big one, the Bills and the Chiefs. We'll see what happens with that in that dump of a stadium in Kansas City. That slot's going to be there. Taylor Swift. Hopefully they lose. But we'll see what happens with that. So, it's the last game of the playoffs, and then we got the Pro Bowl next week that nobody watches. And then after that, February the 9th, we got the Super Bowl 59, or for you people that love Roman numerals like I do, LIX. And then next year will be LX in Santa Clara. Hopefully, the 49ers will get there and have a home game. We'll see. We'll see, because the guru, Robert Saley, is back. We're going to get some Hopefully some of the players that used to play for him will be coming back. Drake Greenlaw, maybe Javon Kinlaw. Maybe we'll get an offensive line in the draft to help Brock Purdy, and he'll get his money, hopefully. And we'll see what happens with that. As the NFL begins their next season, will begin. We'll talk about that in April with the draft, and then in July with training camps, and nobody really cares about the preseason, but we'll talk about the 2025-26 season in September, when we begin again. And then we got baseball coming up in pretty much a month from now, actually really about 3 weeks from now, pitchers and catchers, and then the first games are about around the 27th of February, 28th, and then we got the pretty much 3 weeks of March, and then the new season begins at the end of March. The Mets and the Yankees looking good. Hopefully, I don't know what's happening with Alonso, but it ain't looking good for you Met fans, and pretty much they had amazing Mets Day yesterday at Citi Field. I was not there, obviously, because I wasn't invited, which is, I mean, come on, I'm Mr. VIP, I'm a very important Peter, I should be, invited to these things, but, sometimes I'm not, but, I don't know, Mets are kind of, like, moving on from Alonso. They're telling Brett Beatty and, Mark Vientos to start taking reps at first base. One of them's going to be the first baseman of the Mets this season. Unless something happens within the next 3 weeks. It always has to make it exciting, but Alonso talked to the Angels, he talked to the Blue Jays. So he's going somewhere, he's going to get some money. And it's just going to suck not seeing Pete Alonso at first base on opening day this season. But you never know what can happen. And we have one man to blame for that, and that's Scott, and that's that horrible agent of the Stars, Scott Boras. I wish you would fire him, Alonso. Fire him, like today. Fire him, call Uncle Stevie and cousin David Stearns. It's like, hey, I want my money, and here's what I want. Next thing you know, sign pen to paper, get down to Florida, take some reps, let's go. We got a championship to win this season, let's go. But we'll see what happens with that. But if we don't have Alonso, I still think the Mets will still win the NL East. As far as the World Series, I doubt that. I highly doubt the Mets win the World Series this year. Or the Yankees, for that matter. You have to get past the Japanese Dodgers. It's just, for the next 30 years at least. How do they get all these players with all that money? I mean, don't we have a luxury tax? I mean, Ohtani signs for $1 billion. They get Yamamoto for about half of that. And now they got Roki Sasaki, whatever his fucking name is. Get Tanner Scott. I mean, all the players the Mets actually did want. Where did they go? Well, except Ohtani, but, because I'm not going to get Ohtani. They go to the Dodgers, and what do the Dodgers do? They rent, they basically buy a dynasty, and they win a title. And they're probably going to win it this year, coming up, and probably for the next 10 years. So if you want to win a title, go to LA. Or just come to the Mets, and then you hope, But, we got Soto for the next 15 years, so. Hey, if the Mets get 15 National League East titles, and maybe a National League Championship, that'd be great, But a world title is what we want, but it's been a long time since we had a title here in New York for the Mets. And pretty much the Yankees, too, because they haven't won shit for 15 years. But at least, we got to the World Series, where did you go? At least we took the Dodgers further than you did. But that's another story for another time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, enough baseball talk and all that other shit. So, we got all that. We got all that and a whole lot more coming up. That's it. Alright. So on this Sunday, January the 26th, 2025, we got 5 days left of this month. And then, pretty much, we got a really quick February, and we go right into March. And don't blink, because you'll miss Valentine's Day, and you'll miss St. Patrick's Day, and then Easter's coming up. So not the holiday season, but the first part of the holiday season is coming up with, Easter's coming up in a couple months, and then we'll talk about Memorial Day and all that other, and July 4th weekend and all that other good shit. But anyway, moving on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit, verklempt, so still dealing with a little, remnants of the flu that I had last week. So I'm a little bit, got a little running, got a little remnants of the flu, but I'm still a little sick, but trying to get better the best I can. So, but I hope everybody else is doing well. And if not, well, too bad for you. Alright, on this Sunday afternoon, right here on the Peter Joseph channel, it is time for your late and out-of-date Saturday night's main event review for last night, January the 25th, 2025. And we are emanating from the Frostbank Center in San Antonio, Texas. Alright, so it was a good show, not great, but, 4 hours, you wish, right? 4 matches and a segment in a 2-hour time span. But it was a pretty decent show. We had 3 title matches on the show. We had Cody and Kevin Owens going at it, with the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels getting involved. But most of the show was pretty predictable, as usually is. But we're on the road to the Royal Rumble this coming Saturday night from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. Don't know how warm or cold it's going to be. Inside it's going to be hot as fuck, but outside might be a little bit chilly. So, bundle up if you're going to the Rumble this weekend, because a lot of people are going to be flying into Indianapolis probably Tuesday or Wednesday for the Royal Rumble festivities. Probably going to SmackDown on Friday, definitely staying Saturday for the Scrum, and then maybe staying Sunday, and then probably leaving Monday, or staying Monday for Raw, and then leaving early Tuesday morning, getting back to wherever they came from, and then we'll probably see them again. Probably most of them will be going to WrestleMania in April for Easter weekend. Have fun doing that. I still understand why WrestleMania is on Easter weekend. Of all weekends, it's on Easter weekend. Should be on April 5th. That's just me. But, maybe I think next year is. But that's going to be in New Orleans, Louisiana at the Superdome. They've kind of announced it, so not officially announced, but they did mention they're doing something in New Orleans, like a press conference, but I think I read something like they nixed that. So I don't know if they're doing anything February the 8th. That was the date of their big press conference leading up to WrestleMania. So I don't know if they're still doing it in New Orleans, or whatever, if they're doing it somewhere else. Who cares, really, but, But it looks like WrestleMania 42 will be in New Orleans, Louisiana at the Superdome, where it's been for WrestleMania 30, and I believe 34, So, and, well, we won't know where 43 is yet, but, well, we do know, Indianapolis is getting a WrestleMania. We don't know which one yet, but, and who knows if it goes overseas to London in the next couple years, but, so, stay tuned for WrestleMania in, some city, but, probably gonna be in warm cities, but, Vegas is warm. Next year's gonna be in New Orleans, which is gonna be not that warm, but, gonna be pretty warm-ish. And then maybe if they cross over the pond, depends where they are. They'll probably be in Wembley for WrestleMania, and that's gonna be, it's inside, so you don't have to worry about rain or snow and all that other shit. And, if you want WrestleMania in New York, good luck with that. Because you never know what happens in April. We can get a monsoon of rain. We can get some snow here and there. It's going to be cold as fuck. Could be warm. Who knows? But I doubt WrestleMania will come back to New York anytime soon. We're getting SummerSlam in August, but that's warm, and then the only thing you gotta really worry about is a hurricane or, tornadoes, especially in Jersey, because that's where it's gonna be. So there's no dome, so it rains, forget it. And it's 2 nights, so you gotta hope that whole weekend you don't get nothing. But if it rains, you might just get one night of SummerSlam. But really never had that problem with any show, like an outdoor show. I mean, WrestleMania 36 Part 2, which was really 2021, when they went to Raymond J. Stadium, I think it was night 1, they had a humongous tropical rainstorm, which kind of delayed the start of WrestleMania. But it went off without a hitch. After the rain came and went, they had to clean up everything. So we had a little bit of a delay. But still, WrestleMania 36, Night 1 and 2 came off like nothing happened. So, you gotta worry about those outdoor stadiums, with snow and possible rain and tornadoes and, who knows. Who knows what might happen at WrestleMania. But we got all that. But anyway, let's get back to Saturday Night's main event. We start off with the great and Emotion singing the greatest theme song ever, Obsession. Gotta love that. So we are live from the Frostbank Center in San Antonio. We had, pyro goes off, and Joe Tessitore and, what I tell you, man, Jesse the Body Ventura goes to the show, and for some fucking reason, the first 10 minutes was dubbed in Spanish. I heard 2 different languages. I'm like, what the fuck? We're in Spanglish now? Great job, NBC. Great job, WWE. 10 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? I'm hearing the Spanish announce team overlapping Joe Tessitore and Jesse the Body Ventura, and then they go right to Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. I'm like, 10 minutes of that? 10 minutes? I mean, really? But anyway, after that, then the English came back on, so, it felt like we were watching Telemundo. And even on Peacock, you didn't get that shit, but if you're watching on Channel 4 here in the States, or wherever you may be watching, you got a dual cast. I mean, come on now, Duolingo. That's bad production. Very bad. But anyway, after all that monotonous garbage, we start off with our first match of the night for the Raw Women's Championship. We have Rhea Ripley, Mommy, My Brutality! The banging theme song made famous by the great Motionless in White. If you hate Motionless in White, fuck you. Go listen to your mumble rap bullshit and all that UK garbage that you love. That doesn't sell as many records as Motionless in White. Want to point that out. But I digress. Anyway, so Mommy makes her entrance. She takes on Nia Jax. We had the lovely Lillian Garcia in the ring. And I loved how they brought down the old school microphone from Madison Square Garden. That was a nice touch that you see Howard Finkel use. That was nice. That's a good, nice 80s touch. Very nice. Very nice. I hope we had that all the time. And we got the old school Saturday Night's Main Event set, which is always great. But we got that. Alright, so we get to the match. Match was pretty damn good. As Lillian makes the old school ring announcements, Nia headbutts Rhea right in the mouth. Ow! Right before the bell, and the referee, Asia Pereira, or her name is Daphne, but not that Daphne, but Daphne LaShawn, her real name, who's wrestler name used to be AJ Pereira. So anyway, Daphne checks on Rhea, see if Rhea still has any teeth left in her mouth. And then Rhea gets up and is like, ring the bell! So we get started. Rhea goes right after, well, she sidesteps a avalanche by Nia, connects with a drop kick. Of all moves, a drop kick. You never see that by Mommy. She pulled out a lot of moves you never saw before. And then she attacks Nia in the corner. Nia just shoves her away. Goes for a clothesline. Rhea ducked it. Hits a head scissors into a DDT. That's something new. Nia rolls out of the ring to recover. Rhea goes to the apron. Hits a cannonball off the apron. So, Mommy in control to start. She gets Nia back in the ring. Hits a pair of short arm clotheslines that really don't do much. Nia pops up, hits another headbutt, ow, and then she sends Rhea into the corner, big avalanche like King Kong Bundy, in the corner, then puts her on the top rope. Rhea quickly kicks her backs, and then stands on the top rope, but Nia forearms her in the face, and the crowd is chanting for Mommy, and then Nia connects with a big-time Samoan drop off the second rope for a very near fall. As we go to break, we come right back. Rhea comes back and hits a clothesline, but once again, Nia is still standing. Rhea then chops away at that big tree of Nia Jax. Goes for a springboard hurricanrana. That didn't work because Nia picked her up and goes for a powerbomb and hits the powerbomb. Actually, she goes for the powerbomb. Rhea countered that into a beautiful code red for a near fall. So that was very impressive. Very impressive, Rhea. Impressive. So we got that. And then Rhea goes for a riptide, but Nia countered that into a Samoan drop. Then she powers Rhea into the corner, goes to the second rope, and turns around. I thought she was going to hit the Nia later, but she dived off the second rope with a leg drop, not like a, Hulk Hogan brother leg drop. And thank the Lord Hogan was not there last night. Thank the Lord for that. He was at his son Nick's wedding, so congrats to Nick for getting married to some chick. So she hits the leg drop. Rhea barely kicks out. And then Nia goes up top again, tries for the Annihilator. Mommy caught her, gets Nia on her shoulders, walks to the center of the ring, and then hits a massive powerbomb that almost decapitated her head. Still, goes for the prism trap, which she hasn't used in a while, but really Nia's too fat to get her legs tied up and all that shit. So Nia easily knocks Rhea away. She goes to the corner, catches Rhea charging with a Uranagi, kind of like Samoa Joe. And then Nia kicks Rhea in the back. Ow. Goes to the second rope again for the Annihilator. Rhea knocks her onto the apron to the floor. Then she goes up top, connects with a cross-body block to the floor. And so fire it up. And then gets her in the ring, goes for Riptide a second time, but Nia turns that into a splash for a very near fall. And then Nia, once again, goes to the second rope, hits the Annihilator, but this time to the back. Ow! That had to hurt. Kidneys go bye-bye, Whoosh. So, and then she hits that. I thought she was going to pin her, but she goes back again for another Annihilator, but Rhea popped up, hits an electric chair drop, which almost decapitated her head. You see how she fell and Nia's bleh, pussy, right on her head. Oof. That's something you don't want to see every day. But anyway, Rhea slowly gets up because it hurt. She avoids an avalanche in the corner, then hits a super kick, something you don't see from Rhea. A super kick right to the face of Nia, and pretty much Nia was knocked through a loop, and then somehow, someway, Mommy picks up Nia, hits Riptide, 1, 2, 3 to retain the Raw Women's Championship. there you go. So Mommy gets the win, retains her belt, and now she awaits the winner of the, or possible winner of the Royal Rumble match. So it could be Charlotte, it could be Becky, it could be Asuka, Io, Bianca, it could be anybody. But we'll see what happens with Mommy after the Royal Rumble. And then we got the Elimination Chamber too, so if the winner picks the SmackDown champion, which could be Tiffy, which probably will be Tiffy Tiff, then whoever wins the Elimination Chamber will face Mommy Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. And it looks like we might see Bianca versus Mommy. That'd be nice. Hopefully Bianca does not win, but who wants to see Bianca with the title again? I don't. I sure as hell don't. I think we're going to see Charlotte Flair win the Rumble and face Tiffy Tiff, even though it'd be nice to see her and Mommy Rhea Ripley go at it once more, but we shall see. It could go either way, but whether Charlotte wins and picks Tiffy Tiff, or Charlotte wins the Elimination Chamber and gets Tiffy Tiff. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, we'll have to see this Saturday night who wins the men and women Royal Rumble. I think the men is going to be probably Cena. I'd like to be Seth Rollins, but it's not going to be Punk. Everybody thinks it's Punk. No, Punk's facing Roman, and somehow that match is going to culminate. But we'll see. That's that. Alright, we move on. But pretty good match. I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we have some celebrities in the audience. We had Fluffy Gabriel Iglesias in the crowd. We also had Bismarck Henry sitting next to the, Medusa Alundra Blaze. We saw a video of the then Medusa / Alundra Blaze dump the then WWF Women's title on Nitro, remember that, which started the Monday Night War. We saw that, and she had the old school WWF Women's Championship. She found that in the garbage can? I wonder where she found that. Probably was a replica, but I digress. So she was in the audience. Who else was there? Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. Every man has a price for the $1 Million Man. So we got that. The Brainbusters were in the audience. Surprisingly, I was like, what are you doing there? Arn Anderson, who's got a clock, and Tully Blanchard. Interesting. You wouldn't think that Arn Anderson, of all people, will be, in a WWE arena. But, I don't even think he's doing anything WWE-wise, but maybe he was a guest of Hunter and Shawn Michaels. But, and we all know who Tully Blanchard is, with his daughter Tessa, who's doing some good things in TNA again, and hopefully her ego doesn't fuck it up again. But now with the NXT TNA partnership, oh boy. We're going to get some epic matches if Tessa Blanchard's on an NXT program. Or a pay-per-view. That would be exciting to see. Tessa Blanchard going up against Roxy or something like that. Not Roxy per se. Maybe against Julia. Or Delta or Stephanie Vercurra. Stephanie Vercurra I think would be great because it's 2 Latin chicks. It is what it is, man. I am feeling like shit today. I went to bed last night at 10:30 at night, right after Saturday's main event went off the air. I went to bed. I was like gone, and I woke up a couple of times during the late night, and I just like fell back asleep. I'm not getting up. Why get up? It's like after you go to the bar, you're drunk and you get up, you relieve yourself. Not like that, You wake up in a pool of your own piss. Why get up? Not that it ever happened before, but just saying. But if you're a rocker, but Oh, why get up? Oh, get up. Oh, shit. Why get up? I'm not gonna get up for another 5 hours, and you get up, and you get up, and it just, whatever. But anyway, alright, so we had Alundra Blaze, Mark Henry, Fluffy, the Brainbusters, Arn Anderson, and Tully Blanchard, Ted DiBiase, in the crowd. So, we had the stars come out last night, so we got that. Alright, then Jesse the Body Ventura joins the commentary table for our next match for the Intercontinental title. We have the champ Braun Breaker takes on Sheamus Fella! And actually, this is the first Intercontinental title match on a Saturday Night's Main Event in basically 23 years. The last time we saw that was when Shawn Michaels defeated the British Bulldog, I think to win the belt. Or retain. I think he retained or won the belt. But that was a pretty good match. That was a great match that night. But still. Sheamus looking to win the Intercontinental title, become a Grand Slam champ. How many times have we said that over the last year or so? But still, pretty good match. Pretty good match from these big behemoths, big beefy men slapping meat in the ring. So, they circle each other, and then they tussle a little bit, clean break. So, trying to, feel each other out. Not like that. Some of you like that. I think you're retarded, but that's another story for another time. Anyway. So, Braun goes for a kick. Sheamus blocked it, clotheslines him down. Then starts working on Braun in the corner. He whips Braun into the corner. Braun reversed it. Goes for a hip toss, but Sheamus countered that with another clothesline. Braun reversed another whip to the corner. Connects this time with an exploded suplex. Ow. And then Sheamus sends Braun into the ropes, but Braun ducks a clothesline, hits the ropes hard. I'm surprised the way he hits those ropes at that speed, the ropes don't break. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna be like, ah! Then we're gonna have a mega delay because the ropes broke. 20 minutes to get the ropes to fixed again, the cables. Whatever. That's gonna happen. I guarantee one match, that's gonna happen. I think maybe it happened at a house show. It's a house show. Nobody cares about that. But anyway. So he hits the ropes violently, comes back off with a clothesline, knocking Sheamus out the ring. Then he does the around the ring charge. Sheamus picked him up and lawn dart him. Like, picked him up, zoom! Threw him like a dart into the timekeeper's area. Watch out there, Lillian Garcia. And cameraman. And, timekeeper. And, so, Sheamus picked him up and Braun got thrown into the timekeeper's area. Ow. Then he landed hard on a chair. Oh, double ow. So that hurt. Sheamus gets Braun back in the ring because that's the only way to win. Hits a big diving clothesline for a 1 count. And then he dumps Braun onto the apron. Braun knocks him away. He goes to ringside. Sheamus charges, leaps off the steps, but Braun hits a wicked mid-air spear. Ow! As we go to break, we come right back. Braun's in control. And he puts Sheamus on his shoulders, hits a fireman's carry gutbuster. That's gonna hurt. Braun then picks Sheamus back up. He does the same thing for a near fall. And Sheamus is all fired up. He's hulking up, brother. And Braun slaps him right in the mouth. Uh-oh. You don't want to slap an angry Irishman like that. And Sheamus punches back at Braun. Catches him coming off the ropes with a big-time knee to mouth. Ow. For a near fall. Then he puts Braun on the apron, hits the 10 beats of the Borderland. Glory blow. So he hits not 10, but he hits 16. And then Braun pulls him back in the ring, connects with the, and then Sheamus hits the Celtic Cross for a near fall. And then Sheamus picks Braun back up. Braun slides off, hits a Gorilla Press Power Slam, which used to be his finisher, I believe, for a near fall. And then Braun goes to the corner, he charges, but Sheamus boots him right in the face. Then he kind of does a twist to the top rope. Braun scales the ropes, hits a Frankensteiner, you'd love to see it. Then he goes back in the corner looking for that wicked spear of his. He runs right into a brogue kick for a very near fall. Well, really not a near fall, as Braun was right near the ropes and got his foot on the rope before the referee counted the 3. And freaking Jesse Ventura is like, "What I tell you, man, that was 3! Mitchell Cole!" I mean, him and Pat McAfee were going back and forth on that end, near the end sequence. It's crazy. Crowd's chanting, "This is awesome." Yes, you, Mike. I know I'm awesome. I know. Did you had a good birthday, right? Yeah, it was good. Okay. Did you take the pill? What pill? Oh, that pill. Oh. You didn't get mixed up with that other pill, right? Mike? Wow, never mind. I'm sorry. I had to go somewhere. Okay. He mixed it up again. Fuck. He mixes up the pill with the morning, the hangover pill. What are you gonna do? Anyway, moving on. Alright, so Sheamus limps to the corner, signals for the end, goes with a bro kick, but he holds his ribs because his ribs are shattered. And then Braun charges with a shoulder tackle. Sheamus bounces right off the ropes, hits the knee to face. Then he goes back off the ropes again. Goes for the bro kick, but Braun avoided it. Hits a wicked spear. 1, 2, 3. Damn! So, once again, still your reigning, defending Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker. Seems like Sheamus cannot win the Intercontinental title. Every chance he gets, he cannot win it. So, I don't know how much he's got left in the tank. I hope he can, become a Grand Slam champ by the end of his career, because he's definitely got a Hall of Fame career. And hopefully he'll be a Grand Slam champ before he hits that. But Braun gets the win. Another great match. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. And then afterwards we see Jesse the Body Ventura and Pat McAfee once again argue. And Jesse says the referee counted 3. Missed the boot on the bottom rope during the pin attempt. I don't know if that was for Braun or for Sheamus. And Ventura's like, "This ain't football," And he's like, the pin should count, the referee shouldn't be allowed a mulligan. Just Jesse being Jesse, Pat's like, "Okay, Jesse, okay." And poor Michael Cole in the middle of it. I like that. I think Jesse, it's like, "Oh, you should know, you've been in Indy." He said something, I think he said something about Pat McAfee and being on the Colts. Something like that. But we got that. So it's a damn good match, and that's it. Alright, then we get a video highlight of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. His illustrious career. We see him go to the ring. He's going to moderate the Royal Rumble ladder match between Cody and Kevin Owens. So we get that. So we go to break. We come back. We see Ted DiBiase in the crowd. Dory Funk Jr. We all know who that guy is. And some of you don't know because you were too young or you were never born. Dory Funk Jr. Member of the Funk family. We all know Terry. Terry! Cactus, what do you want, Cactus? I just wanted to say hello. Cactus, how many times do I have to tell you when I'm in the bathroom, leave me alone? Oh, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say hello because I miss you. Cactus, I told you 1,000 times, leave me alone. But did you see your brother, Dory? Yes, I saw that. My fucking cousin. He's not as great as me. Hey, Terry, calm down, dude. Anyway, so we saw Dory Funk Jr. At ringside. He shouts, "Never quit!" And also we saw Ho! Hacksaw Jim Duggan with his trusty 2x4. I think that 2x4 is so old. No. How old is it? It's so old it sat behind Jesus in the 2nd grade. That's how old it is. But, great to see Hacksaw Jim Duggan there. He had a little cancer scare. He was in the hospital for a little bit. But he's doing great. Looks great. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame. If he's not, he should be. He used to be the King of the Ring. Not that he won any titles in WWE besides the King of the Ring. WCW used to be the United States Champion, I believe. For a brief period. Good friends with Hogan, of course. Anyway, we got that. Hey, Dean Ambrose! What do you see here? Ho! Oh, that great picture. he's in the doctor's office, and he's doing the pictogram things. Like, what do you see? When you see this, what do you see? Ho! And you see Stephanie McMahon. Hi, Steph. But anyway, moving on. All right, so we get to the contract signing, and HBK's like, it's great to be here in San Antonio, my hometown. And I was given one job, to walk out to this ring and do this freaking contract signing and walk out with the signatures of Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. So since Nick Aldis can't do it, who better than me? So he makes the introductions for Cody, comes out in his stupid suit. And then Kevin Owens comes out in a Cody Sucks Eggs shirt. You savage. That used to be an old Terry Funk saying. They used to call Dusty Rhodes. Cactus! What? Cactus! Terry, what? You suck eggs, Cactus! That's not nice, Terry. Kevin Owens is a savage. I mean, on SmackDown, he was wearing a shirt of Naomi to piss Jimmy off, and he came into the arena wearing the son of a Canadian security technician, some shit like that. That's always funny. So we got that. So Owens has the Winged Eagle title. Cody has the undisputed WWE title. Blah 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 blah. So Cody makes his entrance. He climbs the ladder. Uh-oh. Don't you know any better to not climb the ladder before the contract signing? So anyway, so they stare each other down, and something bad's gonna happen. So HBK stands between them, and says, "Sit down." Well, nobody sits down. And HBK says, well, I guess we're going to do it the hard way. And says that these two men have battered and beaten each other for months. And as much as everybody loves that, my assignment is to walk out of this ring with your signatures. So let's get this thing done, one way or another. So Cody grabs the contract, signs it immediately. So we got one signature. So he slides it over to Kevin. Kevin grabs the mic, and HBK's like, oh, fuck. So Kevin says, Cody, you said something on SmackDown that really pissed me off. And he's like, you said 10 times out of 10, I take the easy way out, but Cody, you're a liar. Now, let me say it like a Macho Man Randy Savage. Hulk Hogan, you're a liar. You prima donna. Okay. So calls Cody a liar, and he says, "Well, I could have took the easy way out at Bash at Berlin a couple months ago with your knee all fucked up, but I didn't want to do that because I cared about our friendship at the time more than you did. And you took the easy way out, Cody. And, who left when things got tough? You did, Cody, because you're a quitter. Pretty much." And then Cody gets all mad. He's like, "Enough, Kevin, enough!" Ooh, Cody getting all serious. Ooh, Cody. Fucking Mark. Anyway, so Cody goes, "I'm not here to talk about the past." And he's like, "Shawn Michaels didn't return to San Antonio to listen to you talk, Kev." He's like, "I'm done with you. I need to focus on who I'm going to defend my belt against at WrestleMania." So he tells Kevin, "Sign the contract!" So Kev's like, "Well, Cody, I'm not done with you yet. I got more talking to do." So he says, "I'm taking everything from you at the Rumble. I'm taking everything you basically deserve." And then HBK's like, "God damn it, Kevin, you're just a jealous fucking prick." We didn't say it in those terms, but he called Kevin jealous, and Kevin was like, "What? What? Did you call me jealous?" So Kevin's like, "Can you repeat that in my good ear there, Mr. Hickenbottom?" And he's like, "You know what, Shawn? You're just like Cody. When things get tough for you, you quit too." Uh-oh. And he's like, "Shawn, you're just jealous that I made the Winged Eagle title mean more than you ever did." Oh, shit. And he's like, "Once I win at the Rumble, I'll be a champion everyone could be proud of. And he won't be a champion who loses his smile. And the only one losing that smile will be Cody." So finally, after all that, Owen signs the contract, so now it's official. Thank the Lord. And so he signs the contract, shoves it right in Shawn Michaels' face. So Shawn, you know, Shawn was about to beat the fuck out of Kevin. That's not gonna happen, but you know. So HBK gets all a little scared, like a little pussy. He calls for a referee to come in. So referee comes in. They bring down the golden hook, and referee Dan Engler, who's the referee, grabs Cody's belt, puts it on the hook. Takes the Winged Eagle title, puts it on the hook. It rises to the rafters. And then HBK shakes hands with Kevin. That was a bad idea. Well, actually, he shook hands with Kevin. And then as he's shaking hands with Cody, Kevin gets a cheap shot. And then HBK shoves Kevin. So Kevin's like, "Oh, really?" So he kicks him right in the gut, goes for a package pile driver on the old man, but Cody hits a super kick to save HBK, and then HBK tunes up the band and hits sweet chin music on Kev, knocks him right out. Crowd loves it. And then him and Cody, celebrate in the ring. So, contract signings end in chaos, and that's what happened. So we get all that. So that ends the segment. So we'll see what happens this Saturday night in that very ring for the undisputed Winged Eagle title. Or whatever you want to call it. But should be a brutal match, lots of spots. Kevin, is going to do something nasty. And if I'm Kevin, I go back to 2012, hit the package power driver on Cody on the bridge ladders, completely decimate him, then go up, grab the titles, and go on to WrestleMania. Generico's watching. I was there at that show. Me and Rosa. Oh, shit. That was a great night. That was a great pay-per-view. Final Battle Doomsday. 2012. epic match. Whole show was great. And yes, that was the show that Michael Elgin almost came into me and Rose's lap, and I dropped my Coke in the process. Pissed me off. But still, great show all in all. You know, Briscoes won the title, the tag titles, I think. Yeah, they won a 34 street fight with then champions Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. Remember them? The America's Greatest Tag Team. That was a crazy, crazy fucking match. So, yeah, we had the Briscoes winning the titles. Hellacious Ladder War 4. You know, if you see it, I mean, you see me and Rose like right here. The ring is like right here. Because we're on the, you know, we're VIP, so we sit everywhere, so. But you see us in the DVD, which I still have. By the way, I will show it again. If I can get it. Almost fell. See, I have it right here. So, you think I'm lying. Here's receipts, motherfuckers, and signed by the Briscoes. At the same, it was after that, when, Jay Briscoe won the title a few months later from Kevin at Supercard Honor 7, which me and Rosa were at again, but we were sitting fourth row that show. It was a good show. That was a good show as well. But the good years of Ring of Honor way back when. But yeah, we're on that DVD. So if you were there, you probably saw us. If you didn't, well, get the DVD, and you can see me and Rosa in living color. Built the whole thing pretty much. And Rosa's, you know, you see Rosa go, oh my god! Ah! When Generico basically got killed, everybody's like, he's dead! He's dead! He's dead! Stop the goddamn match! He's dead! That was a good time. Good show. But I would love for Kevin to do that to Cody on Saturday night. I would love it. They had to stop the match, and Michael Cole and Pat McAfee or whoever's doing the commentary were going nuts. I'm like, I can't believe he did that! We're gonna see some type of spot like that. That you know, the crowd's gonna go berserk. When we move on. Alright, then we get a video for Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu. So we get that. So, match number 3, the Battle of the Big Men. Dan Engler, the referee. Hey, you stayed there for the whole fucking contract signing. Now you're doing a referee for this match. Oh, boy. Double pay, huh? Double pay? Pays to be the ref. Sometimes. But anyway, so we go to the Battle of the Big Men. Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu beat the fuck out of each other. It was a hellacious match. I loved Jacob's, his entrance was just amazing. His promo, woo! He is getting better and better and better every fucking week. And I'm glad that Triple H made him do promos now. If you haven't seen his MOW promos, you're missing out. Jacob should just leave solo, go on his own. He'll be a champion, whatever champion he is. He's going to hold that belt for a very long time. But, you know, just get him away from Tama Tonga, you know, and Tonga Loa and the whole bloodline. You know. He's just there, you know. Tama Tonga's with him. The resident gremlin. And not a good one either. And there's ugly ass gremlins around, you know. I've seen a few, and I know a few, and they are ugly. But I digress. Moving on. So they went back and forth, beating the fuck out of each other. Jacob started off hot and heavy. He knocks Braun to the ring. Well, actually, take that back. He pulls on the rope, and Braun goes flying out of the ring, and then, if all things, Jacob Fatu hits a suicide dive, which you rarely see. Especially his WWE run right now. So we come back. Jacob's beating the fuck out of Braun. Braun comes back. They go back and forth for a while. And then Jacob Fatu rolls out of the ring. And then Braun goes to the Strowman Express. And he knocks him into the barricade with that. Ow. And then he tries to do it again. Knocks Jacob over the commentary table. Did it hit Michael Cole? Damn! So he hits that again. Strowman then rips off his shirt and tries to go for a third time, but third time is not the charm as Jacob counters with a Samoan drop on the announce table, which did not break. I am the table! Japanese fucking table. It's supposedly solid steel. But anyway, Jacob clears off the table, sends Braun head first into the steps, I should say. Then he, brings Braun in the ring, hits the, ooh, maga, hip attack, backs up, hits a second one, then a third one, then a fourth one, then a fifth one, then a sixth one. Jesus Christ! And the referee's like, that's it, he's dead. So, Braun Strowman wins the match via DQ. Should've just called no contest. So he has 8 hip attacks. Damn. 8 of them. Calls for the match. Match ends. And then Jacob throws a steel chair into the ring. And then we see Braun is busted wide open. So I think he had a broken nose. Teeth probably knocked out. Internal bleeding. I don't know. Well, we saw some blood, motherfuckers! You want blood?! Yeah, you got it. So lame as fuck security comes out. Jacob takes the chair, throws it in one guy's face. Ow. Poor you. So, and then we see Nick Aldis and more officials and officials come out. A few more security guards. They come out. We see Braun is, like I said, busted wide open from the nose and the mouth. Like I said, probably broken nose. Who knows? So he rolls out to the out of the corner. Jacob catches him with a double jump moonsault. Then he's like, he's like the Ultimate Warrior almost. The Ultimate. So he hits a second double jump moonsault. Then he finally leaves the ring. And then medics come in, try to attend to a pretty broken, beaten, bloody Braun Strowman, but Jacob's like, no. He goes up and hits a third moonsault, and then he's like, I'm done. Then he finally leaves. And then, oh, damn. Braun Strowman got destroyed. And I loved it. So, I don't think we've seen the last of Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. And I bet both of them are going to be in the Rumble and probably eliminate each other. But damn, Jacob Fatu is a killer. And he basically murdered, whatever you want to call it. He murdered Braun Strowman. Good God Almighty. So that's that. So I gave that match 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then before we get to the main event, Mitchell Cole talks about the late great Mean Gene. Mean Gene Okerlund, they call the interview platform off the stage the Okerland position. Really? So we see Joe Tessitore and Jesse the Body Ventura on the Okerlund stage. Jesse says he's never seen such viciousness. And he says, back in my day, we kept it professional, and now everything is so personal. Pretty much. Everybody wants to kill each other. So we get that. Alright, then we get a Royal Rumble rundown, and the pay-per-view starts at 6 p.m. now, which is great. So 6 to 9 for, lesser pay-per-views, and I think the major pay-per-views, so the Royal Rumble will probably go to about 10. I'd say go about 10 o'clock, 10:30, give or take. And then we got the Scrum after that, which you should all watch. You might see somebody famous. I think you know. But, we get that. Alright, so then we get a video from the game. Triple H with his proboscis news. Hyping the Royal Rumble. Big whoop. Alright, then, we get to our main event of the evening for the Raw World Heavyweight title. We got the Yeet Man, Jey Uso, coming out. He, had a little nice interaction with a little kid. That was pretty nice. He takes on the Ving General. His name is Walter. Not Gunther. It's Walter. Walter, in his 175th day as champ, has only defended the belt 5 times now. This is his 5th defense. Which is like a Roman fucking thing. Roman holds the belt for 1,300 days, only defended it like 50 times. People got mad about that. Come on now. You're gonna get mad at Walter for not defending the belt so much? I bet you marks are gonna do that. So we get that. Alright, so pretty good match here as well. It's also with Walter blindsiding Jey with a big boot to face. Jey comes right back, but Walter crushes him with a big time chop, and you heard it in Dallas. Feels like a gun went off. Sheesh. Then he hits a bunch of other chops, making Jey Uso's chest look like chopped meat. When Walter hits you, you feel it the next day. And for days to come, because your chest is like, forget it. Hey, maybe if anybody has acid reflux, call up Walter. He'll chop you in the chest and you're cured. Shit. Then again, he might give you a heart attack. I would never want in my lifetime to get chopped by Walter. I got chopped by Joe Maximo, and that hurt. But Walter, he chopped me, forget it, I'm dead. And you would probably like that, some of you. Fuck you. Some of you, I like to see you get hit with a wicked spear by Braun Breaker and eliminate your fucking ribcage. They just die in the ring. So, turnabout's fair play, bitches. Want to go low? I'll go lower. I'll go to the depths of hell. But I've been there. It's a very nice place, Very nice place. How we doing there, Satan? Oh, yeah, Mr. Gilmore. Very nice, very nice. It's very, very hot here. I know, it's very hot down there. All those ladies and, those demonites. Demonites down there, sucking your cock. Well, they have to, because I'm Satan Almighty. Okay? Just warm up some beds. I got some people coming down there. You'll eat their soul. Pretty much, so keep it up. Because you're going there pretty soon, some of you. But I digress. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's get back to the match. Walter goes to the floor, hits Jimmy in the head with a big boot as we go to break. Our final break of the evening. And then we come back, we see Walter and Jey exchanging blows in that mighty big ring. And Walter pulls Jey back after Jey kicked Walter right in the ribs. Goes off the ropes. Walter pulls him in for a... That was random. No, you never know what you hear on my show. But anyway. No, it wasn't for me. But anyway. Random. It was just like... Random siren! Good lord. It was an air siren. But I digress. Anyway. Where was I now? Walter pulls Jay back for a German suplex. Goes off the ropes. Jimmy, I keep getting them mixed up. Jay wipes out Walter with a super kick. And then, Walter tries for the Tyrannosaurus. What is this? The Power Rangers? Tyrannosaurus! It's morphin' time! So Walter goes for the Tyrannosaurus kick. Jay avoided it, hits Walter with a running Umaga hip attack in the corner. Goes up top, Walter cuts him off with a wicked chop. Then another one. Then he goes up top. Jay blocked a superplex attempt. Knocks him down, and then Jay slides down, hits Walter with a sit-out powerbomb for a very near fall. And Jay was this close to winning the belt. And Jay hits a spear for a near fall. Walter barely kicked out of that at 2.999999995. And then Jay sizes up Walter, hits another super kick. Walter pops back up. Jimmy hits a second spear. Then he goes up top, hits that Superfly splash. We thought Jay was gonna win the big one. Walter kicked out again at 2.999999999999995. Crowd's going nuts. Jay tries for a third spear. Walter rolls him up for a powerbomb attempt. Then he hits a second powerbomb, stacks him up. 1, 2, 3. Walter retains the world title in a pretty damn good match. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Walter retains his title, and we'll see where he goes and who he might be facing at WrestleMania. Could be Seth Rollins, could be Cena, could be anybody, but we'll see where he goes from here. As we have Monday Night Raw tomorrow night on Netflix. So we got the go home shows this week. So it should be some good shit. We see who Walter might be facing, and then we got Cody and Kev. You know, their last 2 stops before the Rumble. See if any more people declare themselves for the Rumble, for the women and for the men. And then we got the Royal Rumble. And I would assume that the men's Royal Rumble is going to end the show. I would start with the women's Royal Rumble, like I think they did that last year. It was a very good Royal Rumble. So I think they're going to start with that. I think, probably going to be having, 4 or 5 matches. I think. We got the SmackDown Tag Team belts on the line, and a 2 out of 3 falls match with the Machine Guns and DIY. I'd probably have that second or third, and then I think I would have Kevin Owens and Cody match number 4 right before the men's Royal Rumble. Unless they have a women's title match, which I don't think they will, but they're going to have a cool-down match before the men's Rumble, so. But they're going to start, most likely, with the women's Rumble, then maybe go into either the tag team title match after that, then probably Kevin Owens and Cody, then the men's Rumble to finish off the night, because both Rumbles are going to last over an hour, so that's 2 hours right there, and then you're going to have the filler matches in between, which will probably go, well, I think the tag title 2 out of 3 falls match will probably go about 20, I'd say about 20 minutes, maybe 25 at most, but because it's 2 out of 3 falls, so I'd say about 20 minutes for that match. And then Kevin Owens and Cody probably go 30, about 20 to 30 minutes for that. So you got an hour right there, so that's your 3 hours right there. Or if it goes an extra hour, I don't know. But it should go from 6 to 9. It should end, at 9 o'clock, so we can, watch the second hour of Collision that nobody's going to watch anyway. Not that anybody watched Collision last night. They're not going to watch it, for the next couple of weeks. They're not going to be watching it because, we got the Royal Rumble this Saturday, February 8th. Well, they probably will watch that. And then Grand Slam Australia is at 2:30 in the fucking morning. Who's going to watch that? Or it's going to be on tape delay, on really, really long tape delay that night whenever the NBA All-Star Game festivities end, which will probably be like midnight. Who knows when that ends? So, yeah, Collision's ratings for the next at least the next 3 out of 4 weeks are gonna suck. So, Tony Khan, you might want to change days for Collision. That's what I would do, but what day can you do? Because everything you can't really do. Can't do it on Monday, because you get killed. Tuesday, get killed. Can't do it. You could do it, make Dynamite 3 hours, you win that easily. Could do that on Wednesday. I don't know if TNT if CBS wants to do that. Put it back on Friday, but then again, you get killed on Friday night. Thursday, you might win the Thursday war because, with TNA and Ring of Honor's ratings not doing so good. So you can put it on Thursday and make it a live show because most of the collisions are taped on Thursdays. But, putting on Saturdays, you run the risk of, baseball and hockey, pretty much baseball and hockey and basketball, just changing up the days and times for Collision, and the ratings suck there too. And then you gotta worry about when a WWE pay-per-view happens, or a Saturday Night's Main Event. So, Tony Khan, you're screwed. Pretty much in any sense of the word. The only way you could possibly win is have Collision on Thursday night, or Shockwave. That's the only way you can actually win a ratings war. But do we really need to talk about ratings anymore? No. Alright, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for my review. Thank you for watching. Final rating, 7.5. No, take that back. Yeah, let's go with that. 7.5 out of 10 stars for Saturday Night's Main Event this past Saturday. It was a pretty good show, predictable, but still, pretty good show. And we'll see what happens tomorrow night on episode number 4 of the Netflix era. So basically, we've hit about a month with the Netflix era. It's been pretty successful, I would say. About 4 to 6, 7 million people watching Netflix on a Monday night. Some people can't watch it because you don't have it, because you don't pay for it. I pay for it. I was paying $7 a month. Now I'm paying $8 because I raised it. Fuckers! Can't win. It's either you pay $8 or you pay, what's the yearly price? Or the monthly price, I think it's like $16, $17. Or you can watch it on a free stream and you'll pay $0. Be a little cheap fuck, but, whatever you want to do, and how you watch Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and NXT, Dynamite, Collision, whatever, and, Saturday Night's Main Event. Well, Saturday Night's Main Event you can get for free if you have, regular TV. But, however you watch wrestling, you're watching it anyway. So, that's what it is. That's why wrestling is a great sport! It's not entertainment, it's a sport. And I prove that with receipts, and so did Rosa. So if you don't believe us, go watch a video of mine. It's still there. It won't be for long, but I think it's the Gilmore Chronicles episode 193 on my old Shadow Slayer channel. The first version. It's still there. You can probably look it up somewhere. But it's there, and I provide proof that wrestling is indeed a sport. Not entertainment. It's a sport. That's all I gotta say about that. You think it's entertainment? Fuck you. That's all I gotta say about that. I'll just slap you right in the mouth saying it's entertainment. Fuck you. It's a sport. It's like the Miller Lite commercials all over again. Tastes great! Let's fill it! Tastes great! I got your sport right here! Well, that's it. Alright, guys, 7.5 out of 10 stars for Saturday Night's Main Event, and that's it. I am out of here, guys. I'm going to be doing some other things, and I'll be back later tonight with your Collision review, and hopefully we'll see what happens with your TNA and Ring of Honor review for the live show for TNA and the 100th episode of Ring of Honor TV. So we'll talk about that later tonight, and we'll get you ready for the final week of January already. So, that's it. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everybody, and until next time, if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's it. Until next time, my friends.
Peace.